Amazing Grace, pioneering computer scientist, great mathematician, decorated Navy Admiral, by Pablo Stanley. Grace Hopper, aka Amazing Grace, is one of the most underrated heroes of the 20th century. It's okay, I didn't do any of it for the fame. She was so cool that a Navy destroyer is named after her. She was awarded the Defense Distinguished Service Medal, the highest non-combat decoration awarded by the Department of Defense. She popularized the term debugging for fixing computer glitches. This was inspired by a moth trapped in a computer. And if that wasn't enough, she invented the first compiler for a computer programming language. You know, that thing programmers use to tell computers what to do. Hello, computer. Hello, Grace. So, let's talk a bit about her life. How it all started. Let's see, what makes you tick-tock? Back in the year 1940, there was a curious 7-year-old girl who decided to dismantle an alarm clock and figure out how it worked. She could not get the clock back together, so she tried with another and another until she had taken apart all the clocks in the house. Almost there. When her mother found out what Grace was up to, she wasn't happy, but she realized she was in front of a special kid, an inventor. Okay, you can study one clock. Deal. Usual kid? Proud papa. Grace's father believed his daughter should be given the same opportunities as his son. During an era when women were expected to be happy housewives, Grace did something else. I think I love numbers. She studied math and physics at Vassar and then got a PhD at Yale, one of the only women in a field dominated by men. Meeting the first computer. During World War II, Grace followed in her grandfather's steps and joined the Navy. We can do it! Given her mad math skills, Grace was sent to Harvard to work on the first computer in the United States, the Mark I, a computer that was 51 feet long. Today, the processing power of the Mark I can be found in a small chip. And here is Grace for scale. Joined by Richard Milton and Robert Campbell, she was one of the first programmers, a pioneer. Grace soon realized that the way they were writing code was tedious, difficult, and generated a lot of mistakes. There had to be a better way. And here is a gang of programmers. That's when she built the first operational compiler, a way to talk to machines. She realized programs should be written in English and have the computers translate them into machine code. This would enable everyone to use computers, not just mathematicians and computer experts. Now programming should be easier. We can speak in English to computers. Really? Computer, file my taxes. Okay, maybe not that easy. That was the beginning of the computer language COBOL, one of the most common business languages to date. Ironically, nobody believed in her. They told her that computers could only do arithmetic. They had to do it my way because it worked. Grace's legacy. Grace's work paved the way for future visionaries to create the technologies and products that we love and use every day. Grace is an inspiration to inventors, scientists, and artists everywhere. Her accomplishments are due not only to her pioneering spirit, but also her tireless questioning of the status quo. Grace's spirit is embodied by her famous quote: "It's easier to ask forgiveness than it is to get permission."